Good afternoon, everyone. Eric here. Another update. We do have gray leaf spot, and it's more than just a handful of plugs. Mostly in the front yard. We have been getting some heavy rains in the evening with 90, 92 degree weather throughout the day. So it's prime conditions for fungus. So I picked up some of this 3336F. Saw some folks on YouTube that have applied that on St. Augustine and had some success. I can show you some areas that have some of the gray leaf spot here. Here's one. You can see there as well. But there's a lot of them. Some of this I think is stress from applying the Celsius when the plugs already had a bit of fungus. The second application of Celsius, which is fine. I expected some damage. I'm just taking you over to where there's a ton of damage over here. We see a pretty high density of damage throughout the leaves here, which is fine. It's expected to some degree with the conditions. I'm not worried about losing any of these plugs or anything like that. I'm sure they will bounce back in a few days. So I did apply the 336 this morning. I did a 3 ounces per 1,000 square foot in the front, and in the back I did 2 ounces per square foot as a preventative, because there is only a couple out there that have gray leaf spot. So I'm looking forward to see how that acts. As far as the Celsius is concerned, we are seeing the spurge already starting to die off a bit there. Super happy about that. The plugs are growing really well. We are seeing the, as you can see here, this is an area where I had a ton of competition with the Bermuda, and you can tell here that it looks like the St. Augustine is winning the battle today. Things can change tomorrow, but today looking really, really good. And kind of looking out into the back area. Now this area, we're still having some competition here. The plugs are doing super well against the Bermuda, but it's still a struggle. But this is where other parts of my lawn was about, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and they're starting to take over. If you look here, we've had Bermuda kind of move in here, but the St. Augustine keeps pushing right through. It's spreading like crazy. We're starting to get whole patches of St. Aug. Again, just super pumped. So there is gray leaf spot here and there back here. If I need to apply some more in the back, I will. Actually, I'm seeing this area. We are seeing some pretty severe damage here, but also severe damage to the Bermuda as well, which is good. I'm guessing that some of this is from the Celsius, because I did go with the high rate as opposed to the low rate. So again, live you learn. I'm not in fear of that I'm going to lose any of these plugs at all. Again, just learning as I go with the plug grow for sure. But it seems like wherever, like if you see this, we zoom out, those are a bunch of plugs that are coming together. It seems like where they're coming together but not totally full, so there's still some area where insects and weeds can get in there. That's where I'm seeing more of the fungus. I did go heavier on the application here towards the tail end of the property. This is where my property ends, because as you can see, there is some black mold in the soil here. So I did go heavier on the app back here. So I'm just really excited to see how the fungicide actually takes hold. So I will definitely make another video specifically on the 3336F efficacy. But if you take a look, we are making moves. The St. Augustine is really loving this. You can also see not a lot of fescue. I mean, maybe you can't through the screen, but I mean the fescue's just dying. So there is some long-lasting residual effects from the Celsius because I only did a spot spray on the second turn. So a lot of this is only from the first application of a medium rate on the fescue, which I did a blanket app. So you could see some of the black fungus here as well. So I'm hoping we see some of this disappear. I have put Disease X on here twice already this year, so I needed to switch to a different group number, and 3336F has kind of been all over the interwebs for St. Augustine, so I'm giving it a shot. I'm always willing to try something once, hoping that it does work. I do have some fertilizer coming. I picked up Alan Haynes' flagship blend. I haven't done a high nitrogen fertilizer yet. It's about time because it is prime growing season, hitting 92 degrees here in North Carolina. So I really want to hit these things with nitrogen probably towards the end of next week after this fungicide kicks in and some of the stress wears off from the Celsius. So just really excited about what's going on. Grateful that you all are going on this journey with me. And please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Open to any suggestions. Want to give a shout out to Troy. I did pick up some of that Avenue South that should be in the mail here at the end of next week. So if I'm still dealing with spurge and crabgrass in another 2 or 3 weeks, I'm definitely going to be laying that stuff down at the 1 ounce per 1,000, and I'll do a video on that as well. So until next time, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. See you soon.